Randomizer tournament. On the left side of your screen, we have BBQdotgov. On the right side of your screen, we have moneymerks. On tracking, we have the amazing Cami and Rinikai. And with me in the booth, we have KTAP 4321. I am JXB Adam, and we're looking for a great race tonight. KTAP, how are you doing?
I'm doing great because I've seen both runners run before. I've worked with both of them. I'm excited to see them race. I am excited for antics and whatever the seed is going to throw at them. Any hopes, dreams, sufferings you'd like to inflict upon?
No, we're not going to make them suffer. It won't possibly be a completely chained seed that would be equivalent to playing the vanilla game. Not at all.
Okay, so I can see what you're dropping. I mean, one day I'll get my blessing of a Goma block silvers and 9, but that's not today, most likely. So I know we're probably going to have some power bracelet or recorder blocks because we are in Second Quest Overworld. But we are going to have plenty of Overworld to explore with this. And speaking of that, we are off to the races.
All right, we start on the vanilla sword screen, and somebody took over doing stuff for me, and I love it when that happens. We're just getting the stream synced, and Mercs is going to appear to be moving, or wait, all the things are frozen. It's backwards. Somebody hit the wrong button.
Carry on, but we'll have stream.
There we go. Now we're good.
But it's like a shop with a key for 69 rupees. Nice.
Very nice.
So the old men have watched Forrest Gump one too many times. And we're not money-making gaming today.
But we might be buying that 58 rupee candle if we can find a few secrets here.
Only 58 rupees? And 55 rupee meat? Are we going to Costco shopping in bulk, or is this just discount deals? Are we going to Ollie's?
Not sure, but we have found our pointy stick, one south of Death Armos.
Well, that was fast. Compared to earlier today. But we have a pointy stick, and now we can take on the world. But we're getting more overworld exploration. We have these Armos just to see a secret, and it's our myth secret of 28.
I don't know. We're in a 2Q overworld, so we're going to get, I believe, 12 small secrets, 10 mid secrets, and 1 large secret with quotation marks everywhere.
Well, the only thing I ever remember for secrets in Second Quest is that we have 1 large, and then if everything else is small, you're screwed. So I'd say you're
and
probably
that's fair.
correct.
Oh, a second secret. Mercs up to 61 rupees can afford the candle. Let's see if Mercs beelines that candle and doesn't risk any door repairs on the way.
Well, we are not totally screwed with that 18 small secret and 28 medium secret.
Yo, freedom fighter out there in chat, what's going on? The door repair will be greater than 10. It's got to be, I think 20. I don't know. It's 15 to 25 are the range. Never mind, I've got somebody telling me the counts on the overworld and not the rupee values. I am, of course, clueless.
Yes, but we are getting closer and closer to what we need to happen, but we're having overworld stuff. We got some Linos on the overworld. I haven't seen what their enemy roles are yet. Would you like to go over the slides for our wonderful viewers?
Yeah, wow. Okay, chat, you get half a mug back for a minute.
Alrighty. So, for flags, we have Second Quest Overworld, of course. We have shapes, because when is there not a tournament with shapes right now? Shapes are never-ending. Pixels on a screen.
Oh, they end. There's only so many of them.
Yeah, but we also have our enemies rolling either up 2 or -2 hearts. We have Cave Shuffle on, of course. Why wouldn't we? We have our vanilla start screen, as you see. We have community hints, so nothing useful for you guys tonight, but... Oh, look, we're in level 4 on moneymerks.
And we have a map. Chat, what is that ink blot?
A sideways-looking action figure? Or a sideways chair?
I can see that a little bit. I also can kind of see, like, what would it be, a flying devil, maybe?
The Shroud of Turin, apparently, but... My brain is not
Sure.
recognizing that reference right now, so carry on, but we have Vires here in this level 4.
And the Vires do go down to a bomb. That is good news for both of our runners.
And BBQ is hopping in this level 4. Information is key, and we have a weapon to do stuff. So let's see if we can find our first item of the night here. But
It's
we
a
do
key.
have a key on the floor.
Oh, the key doesn't count. Never mind.
Man, I was hoping for some Kanana key antics, but we're not getting that real soon. Yet.
Not if we keep finding keys, we're not. But what we will see is that we do have second quest enemies on, so we do have red bubbles with a standard swordless curse.
But second quest also means we have walk through walls. But these pose boys are taking quite the beating because we don't have a bow right now.
Well, that's the only way to take them down. Approximately 200 sword swipes each.
Why don't they just die to a bomb?
Oh, because we need to be shouting into controllers. And did somebody put us into slideshow mode?
Hey, it's not as you win our race right now. We got a PowerPoint.
All right, we got an up A out of moneymerks. Going back to the beginning of the dungeon, we're going to take a door. We did manage to pick up 2 additional keys up near the location where he was at up in the top. So, gonna go down now and see what we can find and manhandla.
But we have a
And
dig
Digdogger.
dogger here. We also see some more red bubble antics, which is not going to go well on 3 hearts in a room like that, but the general rule is, if there's a red bubble, there has to be a blue bubble in the room somewhere.
Not necessarily in the room, but definitely in the dungeon.
Alright, I forgot that, nearby.
Maybe not even nearby. It could be all on the other side of the dungeon because, you know, randomizer's gonna rando.
I like seeing blue bubbles. Blue bubbles look nice, but we have our 4 hearts on moneymerks side.
That's right. Well, we're not affording that anytime soon.
If we stock up on a couple small and mid secrets, we can come back here for that if we need to.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the bomb price yet in the shops. It may be worth it to do that.
No, we have not seen any bomb prices in the shop either. But we do have some likes on screen, taking a couple hits, and maybe we'll see what's behind the key door soon. Meanwhile, we have a Triforce behind the likes.
Oh, Pancake's hiding the Triforce. There you go. I wouldn't go too far away from that because I'd have to kill it again, but oh, look what Mercs has found.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And we have a compass, even though we already know what the Triforce is.
I think that's good for Mercs. I don't think Mercs saw the compass yet. Or sorry, the Triforce. Excuse me. I am all backwards.
No worries. But at this rate, I haven't seen any staircases. We gotta find one of those soon.
We did see Mercs in that room full of bunnies that was a possible push block.
Possible push block. But we might just have to abandon it due to it just being bunnies.
Quite possibly. Mercs did go back to get his sword. I was about to say something about Triforces will give you your sword back, but it turns out you have to kill a lot of things to get this Triforce.
Yeah, that's quite a lot you gotta kill for it.
And bombs don't work on the Pole's voice.
Well, let's see. BBQ looks to be heading towards that room with the potential push block.
As is Mercs. I think what happened was Mercs probably took a bop, gonna give this room a go, knowing that this is got to be the room being sought, given the key door going to the right. I do like that Mercs... Oh, go ahead.
You go.
I was just going to say, I like the fact that Mercs did try that key door first before sorting down all these bunnies, because this is a lot of swings. Merc's doing good work with the beams.
Yeah, but wouldn't a block clip be really useful right about now?
No. Unfortunately, Pole's voice don't respect blocks. They just jump right over them.
I didn't think that actually interfered with the block clipping.
It doesn't, but it, I was thinking you were suggesting the strat where you stand on top of a block and just start taking them down.
That's what I was suggesting, but I know it's not going to happen. And it is our item here.
The book. So the book has two fun properties for this tournament. The first is it will give you all the maps for the dungeons. That's great. But if you happen to pick up the wand, it will also give you a wonderful blast of wand fire. Not as great.
Yeah, wand fire is not as great, but the book means if we're ever into a weird segmented dungeon where half of it's separated from the other and we have no way of knowing, we'll know immediately off the bat. And with that,
absolutely,
their Triforce, one on the board at 11 minutes and around 30 seconds.
Absolutely, and BBQ not too far behind because of the bubble in the Triforce room. Won't have to refight it. I didn't notice the bubble, but chat told me about it. And because chat said it, I've got to say it.
But of course, but it means the enemy sets their stage. But look at this level 6. Speak of weird segments,
wow.
And here they hop up. What does this 6 look like to you?
That is a good question. It could be a great number of things. A ship with a cloud in the sky, or a frog with a cloud in the sky. I like the frog better just because it's more obtuse.
To me, it just looks like a hand that's tossing something into the sky.
That's pretty good too. Just tossing a little ball or something. How about everybody in chat? What does level 6 look like? And we have our runners basically in sync. Just making the same plays.
Their pathing is very similar right now.
Yep, though I think in this particular situation, given the number of rooms in that segment, I would have stayed in the segment at the top, the starting segment, and before going to the main area. Yeah, just in case, because if it happens to be one of those super trolly 6s where the Triforce is up there and the item's up there, you can spend a bunch of time down here and it's just wasted. Of course, conversely, you could spend time clearing that entire top and get nothing.
It also depends on if that whole top is fully accessible at this point in time.
Well, we do know that there was at least one more room accessible. There was a door out of the staircase room, but both of our runners went into the staircase. We got Mercs in an NSU. What's he going to find here?
Well, let's see. We gotta beat these keys to find out first.
Ooh, $5.
I'm not turning that down in this seed.
Nah, another room, another $5. I like that. Oh, this dongo will just, if the block pushes, it'll just be to open the door.
Well, so much for a push block stair, just the dongo to our names, but look at these dark nuts, that's not nice.
Did somebody order a Blue Lagoon? Chat? Did anyone in chat order a Blue Lagoon?
Nope, I didn't see any orders for that, but I didn't order it either, so... Only you can prevent forest fires. I don't think we're going to be preventing the forest fires with that one fire and when we get a candle on our hand.
Oh, they both have candles in their hands. I'm surprised the old man didn't catch a candle blast to the face just because.
Well, we don't have time to waste. As you can see, both of our runners are literally in step with each other.
That's right. We'll see what happens. Oh, be careful, Mercs. Oh.
Back to start it is.
4 BMOS rooms are not fun with any enemy set. And this one is equivalented, just not fun.
But we do have a lot of dark nuts in this enemy set.
We do. BBQ, don't hug the red dark nuts. I know they might have brought flowers, but you don't give them a hug.
But they're hiding a dagger in those flowers, man.
Yep, and Mercs gets a timely clock over here in this room. We like clocks when there's lots of blue dark nuts.
Not when there's wall masters coming out of the walls.
That's true.
And wall masters coming out of the wall, you can potentially soft lock the room.
Especially if you're locked in, shuttered in.
Put on... Oh, those are ropes. They're beefy ropes tonight, taking 4 wood sword hits.
Isn't... Let's see, second quest ropes isn't for the normal?
I don't remember second quest enemy health, so I plead the 5th.
I plead that if I say it and I say it wrong, chat will correct me really fast. If I say it correct, no one in chat will say anything.
Well, someone will say something eventually, but we are getting more exploration. Moneymerks takes another transport staircase. Maybe this is the one back to the other segment. But we do have a ladder blocked room on BBQ's end.
We do, but BBQ's up at the top and we can see the Triforce is down in the bottom. Both of them know this.
Yes, but we don't know if our item is up here on the top.
Oh, we'll have to spend a key to check the last room if we want to see it. BBQ, no hesitation, and instantly rewarded with another key and a game of Dodge the Dark Nuts.
That's just more of, instead of a key reward, it's a refund.
Fair enough. It's definitely a refund, but a refund that BBQ will take nonetheless.
So back to the bottom segment we go. So there's not much left of this level 6 we haven't seen.
That is true. Both of our runners have been all over the bottom. We've got probably somewhere on the verge of like 14 rooms left.
Why do I feel like either the item's gonna be out on one of those extended peninsulas?
At this point, it's getting more and more likely. A question in chat from Rando Runner: did he skip a possible push block room? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say maybe because I wasn't paying attention when somebody skipped a potential push block room.
But we see Moneymerks having to play it safe with all these dark knots on one heart especially. Well, BBQ is retracing some Merc steps from earlier.
Yep, BBQ choosing the wrong wall to bomb before picking up the pack, but that's okay. And oh yeah, that's right, another lagoon. Or is this the same lagoon?
The initial lagoon. Our runners are gonna have to play very carefully in here. And then all these red bubbles, that's just a masterclass of disaster waiting to happen.
Oh, BBQ drops a bomb and gets taken down by the Dark Nut.
Well, it's time for backtracking. Or
Nope,
just moving out of there.
We know 6 is full of enemies that are just not so much fun. We're going to go do some overworld exploration. We haven't seen our Amherst item. We don't know the Coast item. And we obviously haven't seen the White Sword item either.
Yes, but we also see that BBQ's at 94 rupees.
94 rupees and has already purchased the candle.
Bomb upgrade, anyone? But oh, it's... So we found out our item, BBQ gets rewarded for dipping on the 6.
That's right, it's just the magical boomerang. And Merc's finding out that this is the Triforce room down here. Probably going to try to cycle a few enemies. Well, maybe, maybe not. That gel will, or that Zol will come back. Or at least the enemy in its spot will.
In the meantime, we have more overworld exploration coming from yours truly of BBQ, and we're starting to light those forest fires that we said we were the only ones to be prevented by ourselves.
That's right, and we do see Mercs out of level 6. Looks like potentially got the Triforce because we're back at full health.
But we still need some more overworld exploration as we're checking. Okay, that's just expensive shop.
But it did have a nice key.
Can you leave it?
Oh, we can cleave it. We can cleave it all night long? Cleveland? What?
You were getting there. But I see a level 5 in my eyesight.
I do. BBQ has found level 5.
What does this shape look like to you?
It looks a little bit like a Minecraft creeper, but something's off about it, like part of its head fell off.
Okay, now that's speaking my age. Oh god, 2010s. But that just looks like a bit of a chewed up boot to me.
Okay, I could see a boot there. I'm waiting for chat to start chiming in. Donald Duck bobblehead, there you go. That's a good one.
I will leave that to okay. I can't see it, but you can. Hey, I'm getting a second recommendation on boot right here. It's not like a cowboy boot, but one of those nice, like, dress boots to wear. Sadly, these maps aren't tall enough to represent the long, long knee-high boots that I wish I could wear, but never could.
Well, we do have Mercs up on Death Mountain exploring around, and the Armos by the Grave is not our Armos item.
Well, we still have an Armos by the sea and an Armos in the forest.
Yeah, we got the 2 forest and the sea one, so it'll be one of those 3 for sure.
And the rupee count is only going higher right now. But let's see how long that lasts. We haven't even found how much our door repair is yet tonight.
Oh, don't worry. One of our runners will show us.
Well, that's gonna be up to us to do the math real quickly. But look at the kiosk over here.
Yeah, very nice strats here by BBQ using the door. And rewarded with a heart container.
Yeah, that's only 5. Just a reminder, we need up to 6 hearts to potentially pick up our white sword item as a full guarantee.
Yeah, and I believe the magical sword is 13 hearts set.
Yes. Magical sword hearts are a hard set tonight. Oh, with that, BBQ gets their second Triforce on the board at around 25 minutes, but is not going back in to look for that item.
Well, these are the plays that you gotta make.
It's level 2. It's not going to be that bad of a dip.
It was level 5, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Here's level 2. You look what you did, K-Tap. You spoke it into existence.
You mean I summoned it in from the ether?
Exactly.
Okay, what is this? This level 2 looks like a bird, like one of those like flying birds, or one of those really cool looking jets.
Yep. I see one of those old time, like 1940s, 1950s, like ray gun things.
Oh, one of those like fake space toy alien ray guns?
A space toy. Yeah, a space ray gun. There you go. Oh boy. We found the Wizrobes.
Yeah, but chat is considering the possibility of we having a Y-Force back in level 5.
It is possible that there was a Y-Force in level 5. We don't know.
But speaking of level 5, look where Mercs is right now.
Mercs is in level 5. Maybe Mercs will show us. Because BBQ is all the way in the bottom. It's possible that that red candle that he's holding was in level 5, but it's also possible he picked it up in 2 and I wasn't paying attention.
I think that was from level 5, but that's what we have a tracker for. When we don't know, ask them. And if that doesn't work, ask chat.
And if you're still in trouble, what you do is you just shout out the people that raided you. And we had Druis coming in with a raid of 10. Welcome, Raiders. This is the SGL 2024 Z1R tournament. This is the group stages. We have BBQ.gov on the left versus moneymerks on the right.
And this is the Power Bracelet group. So we got our answer. It was just into on the floor somewhere.
Oh, look at that. You have to pick up the Triforce in that NSU. Just about.
Oh, that's a purposeful Y-Force in a way.
And there's the floor heart out of 2, so if the candle was in level 2, then BBQ is done with level 2, just has to find the Triforce.
We just gotta full clear and bust this joint. But we see moneymerks going back into this level 5, going to look for item. Did that say don't tell Wizrobes about Ultima?
It said just be glad Wizrobes don't cast Ultima or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it said something about Ultima, and I agree. Wizrobes are already plenty fierce.
Right?
Yes.
I should know better considering how much time I've spent in Final Fantasy IX.
Hey, we've got any roads on BBQ's side, and Mercs is into level 2.
That'll take us to another check. And that's more cross-world exploration right here. And in the meantime, we have Mercs going into this level 2.
Yep, and we got a question from chat. No Armos yet. That's correct. The runners have not checked the last 3 Armos items, or locations, excuse me. The 2 in the forest and the 1 by the coast.
And we literally just ended up in the forest. What the heck?
Well, BBQ's clearing out Casino Corner right now.
It's Casino Corner. The house always wins.
And there is that red candle in level 2 for Mercs.
So that's at least confirmation besides the word of chat. I mean, chat is a very honorable being. If not chaotic.
Well, if I've learned anything in all my time on Twitch, it's that chat is always right.
So chaotic good is what we're saying for alignment.
Yes.
But we're having
And
more almost getting checked, but we know that's not the answer.
That was the bow, actually, under the Coast Armos, or Lost Hills Armos, excuse me.
I'm just blind. Pixels only go so fast, but that's a useful item that we need.
Chaotic correct is chat's alignment, and almost universally so.
Not chaotic good? Okay, our tracker will be updated eventually, but if you have any questions, ask our lovely tracker in chat. Shout out to our lovely tracker for helping us behind the scenes, getting all this stuff cropped up and resolving our issues.
Oh, we do see that these wizrobes are mean, and we are not getting through this room without a ladder on Mercs' side.
You forgot a recorder.
You can get through that room without a recorder, but you're not getting through that room without a ladder.
Well, looks like it's the guaranteed most likely ladder is needed seed. But oh, I didn't realize we found level 8.
That is a tiny level 8 right there.
Indeed, I'm just dreading what the size of 7's gonna be.
I'm gonna call that a... It looks like almost like a raptor, a type of bird trying to pick something up.
More like a vulture looking to pick off the dead animals on the street.
Maybe. A motorcycle with a very, very flat tire.
I don't see it. Though I have seen motorcycles with like a glass window pane or windshield on them before.
Nah, Leslie Pro has us covered in chat. That is a sandal with a broken strap.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That looks like a broken flip-flop, okay.
Ooh, a Star Wars speeder bike. I can see that too. These are all awesome. Great imagination, chat. This is what we like for.
I have not played enough Monster Hunter to know what a switch axe is, so I see a squirrel holding an oversized scoop.
Oh, BBQ taking a death in level 8. Merc's gonna find the Triforce, I believe, here in level 2.
I am loving all these suggestions, because this shows just how creative our community is. I see a squirrel moving a Tetris block.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you. Never change, chat. Never change.
You see upside down revolver, so I guess it's not clock then.
No, we're just here burning the Gorias down.
But any roads is taking moneymerks to retrace BBQ steps, but we'll find something in this level 8. The old man knows Kung Fu. If he knows Kung Fu, why doesn't he go rescue the kidnapped?
The same reason why the shopkeepers don't give you anything to help out. They're just, here to say things.
We're seeing what's in the forest, and that's just... Oh, is there... Just another secret. Oh my gosh, are we gonna actually hit 255 tonight?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get close if one of these runners buys a ring.
Blue ring purchase? Blue ring purchase?
Blue light sale on blue rings, maybe?
Well, we actually haven't seen a shop with a blue ring yet. Okay, if that was 223 and we're at 228, was that a 15 rupee door repair I saw?
That looked like a 15 rupee door repair.
But
and Camion says it's 18, and we're commentators. We're not allowed to do math. Let's see. I caught it on barbecue side. Yep, it's 18.
Okay, it is 18, thank you. I can do complicated math. Addition and subtraction can be hard sometimes. Let me just stick to derivatives already in physics.
And that is correct. Armos has the bow, and both runners have it, and we have a tracker program that is just not behaving tonight.
Sometimes buttons don't like to react when being pressed. But is that the point where a tracker presses a million buttons? Just asking for a friend.
It can be, but Camion's a professional, so I know Camion's doing it correctly, as BBQ's already up to 8 hearts, finding a take any on the coast.
BBQ has enough to eventually take the white sword item whenever we stumble upon it.
And there's a hint shop that's completely useless because we have community hints tonight.
Oh, that guy doesn't think the seed is beatable, contrary to what logic tells us. I wonder, what's the rate of an actual seed being unbeatable? I mean, it was probably more in early days of coding, but what is it now?
It's very rare now, but I do believe it happens every once in a great while.
I'd say every once in a blood moon?
Possibly. I don't know how. I think those are only once a year, though.
I wasn't referring to those. I was referring to how the blood moon rises.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm playing too much Breath of the Wild right now.
That's fair.
Time to pop in Tears of the Kingdom or go finish my other games that have been stacking. Hell.
And there's a wooden arrow purchased by BBQ. The bow is loaded. Pole's voice beware.
But was that a 24 rupee bomb cost?
It was. So bombs, they are not the worst they can be, but they are certainly far from the best.
Are we sure we aren't getting price surges in bombs for Heroes of Hyrule right now?
Honestly, price gouging is a thing in Hyrule, at least in this randomizer. Question from chat: if you get the magic sword before you get the white sword, does the white sword despawn, or can you still pick it up? So it will not despawn. The white sword will still be at wherever it's located in the seed, and if you pick it up, you will just still have the magic sword.
Because in the end, the white sword is still a registered entity in the game and the logic. You can't just take something out of the logic, otherwise the logic's gonna fall apart, and then the seed's gonna fall apart, and then the world's gonna fall apart.
Nah, you can take the white sword out of the seed. You can take the magical sword out of the seed.
We're not playing swordless, so therefore that is invalid right now.
You may not play swordless, but you could play with a wood sword cap.
True. I'm just saying in this, if you have both swords in general, but then again, this is what happens when it's late at night. I start to ramble.
That's alright. That's what they've got me here for, is to make sure that the rambling is in the correct direction.
Yeah, because who knows what happens when we go off topic. Speaking of on topic, we have these gorillas here. We have moneymerks taking them on with some candle fire. And that boomerang coming in play due to that little path of water in our way.
Yep, and gets a heart container off the floor. I think BBQ got that one earlier.
8 is not just a Star Wars racer bike, it's a pod racing bike. So do you like some pod racing?
Pod racing can be awesome, depending on who's doing the pod racing. BBQ doing some Darknut combat over here.
So we haven't seen too many Wizrobes tonight.
Level 2 had Wizrobes.
That's just level 2. And we see BBQ taking a transport to The other part of the bottom segment of 6, I believe.
This might actually lead to this item here in level 6 that we haven't seen.
I think BBQ is second-guessing the decision to leave this item behind.
BBQ? I guess not gonna go to the right, gonna try to save a key. I think I would have still killed all the enemies with that clock, but that's me.
Picks up the key from over here, then's gonna go to the right.
And we have the raft on the coast, so we need a ladder to be able to float.
That's kind of ironic. We have a raft on the coast. Looks like it got shipwrecked along the way.
It definitely got shipwrecked, and there is the Triforce revealed for barbecue. We're going to keep looking a little bit here in level 6. There's a heart.
First.
And level 9 is a chonk. 60 rooms, everybody.
At this rate, it doesn't have enough holes to be a slice of cheese, but looks like just to be a face where I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Ooh, that's a very, very fun short story from Harlan Ellison, I think.
I don't remember the author, but in the end, that story just kind of freaks me out.
It's just about a lonely AI that keeps alive human beings. What could possibly be wrong with that? But anyway, back to Z1R and BBQ and moneymerks here. Chat, if you are enjoying the gameplay, please take a moment to give our runners a follow. BBQ and Mercs would both appreciate it.
60 rooms. I'm glad I'm not playing this seed. We're gonna be in 9 for quite a while, I think.
Maybe. Or we might just walk in and get like a 4-room 9, the dream.
60 rooms. So, speaking of Triforces, I think that BBQ has 3 Triforces on the board. I think it's 3 apiece for each runner. And we see Mercs picking up that potion because potions are insurance, and we haven't exactly seen a doctor's note yet. As much as Mercs would like to buy one, we're not going to be able to buy one without a note.
Nope. You're not allowed to get potions until you can prove that you're worthy of them with an all-important letter.
So if all Hyrule has price gouging, okay. Picking up a medication without a prescription, not okay. Gotta love the backwards laws of Hyrule. And Merc's making that ever-important arrow purchase.
Yeah, at this point, I think that, also gonna pick up a pack of bombs.
No bait, too? Just to seal the deal in case we have any of those random bait blocks today?
Well, not yet. That's no bait in that shop to buy. But did pick up 2 packs of bombs.
So remind me, what dungeons have we seen so far?
We have seen 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
So that means we have potential power blade shit.
Yeah, and 9. I forgot that one. Definitely have a potential block on our hands here.
It means we're gonna get funneled into a level.
Eventually, but I have a feeling that with 1, 3, 7 outstanding, so 1 and 3 outstanding, we're gonna check most of the overworld before we get funneled to that level.
At this rate, BBQ is gonna go all out and pick out mags along the way, if we can find it. So we're starting to run out of spots for stuff, and we're gonna have to start digging for a recorder or a power bracelet sooner rather than later.
Well, you know, K-Tab, we have not seen the white sword item.
That is true. For all we know, it could be silvers, and our runners could just go halfway along the way until they hit a block somewhere level 1's block somewhere.
Oh, pity heart purchase for mercs. That's the way to do it. Gotta stay alive.
Heart.
And in this case, it's on sale for only 3 rupees.
But
this is an...
We'll see the end of overworld coverage soon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is an ugly waterfall screen up here for the top of the waterfall.
Yeah, with those Lionels being a pain.
That's a nice block.
And projectiles. Though, you know what I just remembered when I was just thinking back on that new Zelda game trailer? Apparently these Zoras are different species than the Zoras we love to know with Ocarina of Time via. We have land water dwelling Zoras and sea dwelling Zoras.
And waterfall dwelling level 1.
Oh, looks like level 1 wasn't blocked behind something. It's just the waterfall.
Alright, first item, heart. BBQ is 1 heart away from being able to pick up mags. Did you ask for whiz robes?
I didn't ask, I just said where were they? They just showed up unannounced.
Oh, that firing squad. Ouch.
Well, that's a rough welcome.
So I'm going to say level 1, we'll just continue with the Star Wars theme. I think it looks like the Slave 1 ship as it's landed on the ground.
Since I don't know too much Boba Fett lore, I'm going to stick with you on that. I'm just here for the meme.
And here's Mags up on Death Mountain.
Well, BBQ's gonna get there eventually.
Quite possibly, unless BBQ finds all the dungeons first. I see a magical sword pickup as almost imminent. Almost.
But we have a staircase to a wooden
boomerang, and we saw the magical boomerang, but instead we didn't pick it up in 6, but we will go pick up the wooden boomerang in 1.
Oh, look at the 7! It looks like a dragon head.
It does. Oh, we can't afford that bomb upgrade either.
Earlier we could, and then Mercs decided to spend all his money.
Look at chat. Level 1 is a telegraph transmitter. I can totally see that.
Since I've seen one of those in real life before, I can say I agree. But back to start, Mercs goes to this level 7. And job the beast we go.
And see, Leslie saw what I saw with board 7, and I just saw a whole dragon. I didn't see just a dragon head.
Looks more like a head of a skull or something.
Question from chat. Why would BBQ bother picking up the boomerang? So there's 2 reasons. The first is the use of the boomerang, which is stunning enemies or reaching things that you can't quite reach.
Stun prizes.
And then, that's correct. Well, not stun prizes, but you can get them. And then the second reason would be just for the memes. But it's a tournament, so I'm not sure BBQ's memeing. I'll try to remember to ask him.
Well, we all know how our community is about memes. Things just evolve into memes, that's how this community is. But we have a Goma here in level 7. Let's see if it's hiding a push block room.
It was. Ah! No! Stream! Bad stream! Bad stream!
Bad stream indeed! We just get cliffhangered here. Why?
But on that cliffhanger, I will say that was an excellent job of taking down that Goma in one cycle.
What are these cliffhangers right now with Z1R?
That's
we
the
don't know
wand.
what it was.
It was the wand.
Oh, it was
And the
wand.
Triforce is just right here. Let's go.
That was a very nice level 7 then. But oh, we have a ladder.
So BBQ done with 1, Mercs done with 7. I think I'd rather be done with 7. But that ladder is very nice for BBQ.
Well, this just means that BBQ is going to have a quick time with this level 7 too, due to how nice the routing was.
We will have to see. Let's see if BBQ bombs these spots. It is a full 2Q overworld, so these river spots will open.
And it's a shop along the way for our troubles. But, wait. We need 13 hearts for magical swords. Drat. That's
right, BBQ is 1 short, but we know level 7 is up on Death Mountain. Perhaps BBQ will clear a room that Mercs did not and be rewarded with that 13th heart container. For now, BBQ is going to reward us by remembering to check the forgotten spot.
Well, at least it wasn't forgotten this time around.
Absolutely, and Mercs. And there's a take any on Death Mountain, so oh boy, chat, I think we are going to be seeing a magical sword pickup. Let's find out for sure.
Mags! We're gonna see backtracking for it. Well, that's if BBQ feels like he has time for it.
Oh, if it's only a couple of screens with the enemies in the dungeons, mags would be a huge benefit.
Though, if we stumble upon some more secrets, maybe we'll find enough to pick up a blue ring along the way. But speaking of, we haven't found our large secret yet.
We have not, and I have a feeling that you have to go to the coast to go to a raft spot to find that large secret.
It's not like the raft's ever going to be useful today.
Or you have to find the power bracelet and push a block, or maybe the recorder. Because we are missing all but one of our overworld exploration items, with BBQ having found the ladder. Though we do have knowledge of the location of the raft, I suppose.
Yeah, we still need a power bracelet and a recorder.
Right now what we need is level 3. That's really the crux of everything.
Yeah, level 3 would be nice, but we get level 7 instead.
And BBQ has found 7 first. Most interesting.
No, Mercs found it first. BBQ's back.
I meant before the magical sword. I am obviously wordsing the English great.
English is hard, isn't it?
Designed that way. And that Goma has nothing. It would be quite a shame if BBQ were to find silvers in here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really bad punishment if he doesn't come back for him.
Wait a minute, didn't Mercs find the wand in here?
No. In 7, yes. We have... But we're not gonna find silvers in 1, duh, because we have our ladder and we have our boomerang.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that Mercs would find it. I was thinking that Mercs... I forgot Mercs got the item out of 7. Mercs had an amazing level 7.
That was an amazing level 7. Maybe BBQ's gonna get enough to find a bomb upgrade along the way, but who knows?
Did we see the bomb upgrade in 7?
Yeah,
was it in
95. Here? So we find 3 fibers along the way.
Yeah, but then you have to also want to use all your rupees. I think it's worth it, but that's me. And yes, I completely forgot about the wand, but that compass is a good find. I think Mercs had found that as well.
I believe so.
And there's the ladder for Mercs.
Our runners at this rate are just retracing each other's steps. It hasn't been really too much route divergence from each other.
The routes have been quite similar. And we can see... Oh, here's a difference. Will BBQ go back into level 7, having not pulled the item with a lot of rooms left?
I'd rather take this 7 than that level 9 any day of the week. 60 rooms.
So you're telling me the silvers are in 9?
Well, the probability just keeps increasing at this rate. I will not neither confirm nor deny the statement that they're in 9, because that is just a possibility. It's Schrödinger silvers. Are they in 9 or are they not in 9?
They are in 9 until they're observed. They're a superposition of silvers. That's what you want to do?
Yes, that is the technicality of Schrödinger's. But honestly, I always, in a seed like this with second quest, dungeons and stuff, a wand is a must because it provides a ranged option when you don't have that bow or wooden arrows along the way.
Yeah, it's also nice in that it doesn't spend money like the wooden arrows do.
Now, if only had a boomstick. Sadly, that is not in the flags. But BBQ is gonna eventually hopefully find that heart container and be able to pick up that mags along the way. If not, we're gonna have that take along the way.
Assuming BBQ hasn't already gotten that taken, he may have. I saw that at least one of the caves up here on Death Mountain had been bombed open.
Maybe he did. And we're just not remembering from earlier in the seed.
Me not remember? That's impossible.
Well, we have a lot of information coming at us at once. There's a reason our runners use trackers.
You're supposed to use a tracker when you do these things?
Or just write it down on pen and paper the good old-fashioned way.
That's tracking.
I guess you could say that tracks.
It does track.
But I don't know how people just do it with pen and paper, because do you know how hard it is to memorize this overworld map?
Maybe.
I've been staring at it for so long and I still can't memorize each screen individually. One day. I do not miss having to use a graph and paper. Good old computers and making graphs in Excel and Python along the way. That's easy. So we have a welcoming committee on Mercs End in this level 5.
So we've seen Wizrobes in 1, 2, 5, and 7. I think that means we don't get them in 9.
If only I remember the actual distribution stats for that, but BBQ is abandoning this 7 after taking a death.
I'm being told by chat we could get them in 9. Hooray!
Thanks, chat, for doing the math when we can't at this hour.
And for anyone who's wondering, yes, there are several of the people who do pen and paper actually have laminated maps of Hyrule that they use and a dry erase marker.
I did not know that.
And by several, I mean I know two, which would be, I'm pretty sure Fury does it that way, and Sci-Town.
Huh. I did not know that for either of them. Make that
Oh, it's
three,
Jay
then.
Coper.
Jay
I must be
Coper.
I must be goofy. Why was I thinking Fury? Fury, Coper, Potato, Late Night.
It's late night. You're okay to be goofy. But we haven't seen, you know, there's still a bunch of items we haven't had track of at this rate.
BBQ going to mark this down and be a little grumpy.
If only
And
we had a
maybe
recorder
go back
right
to
now.
7.
A recorder would make coming back for this mags even easier.
Well, so we're going into 7 now. We're digging the heart. Or at least we're giving it the old go in and give it one try.
Well, for mags, I'm willing to put my stuff on the line and maybe find something important along the way.
Yeah, it's not a terrible play because BBQ also hasn't pulled the item out of here. And now I've got chat making fun of me because it's not even 9 at their location.
Pacific Coast people. I mean, I was one of those last summer, but I'm glad I don't live out west anymore.
And as Eclecticon says, Eclecticon, I will get it right if I can read, which is not always correct. Says it for all BBQ knows it could be silvers in there, and that is absolutely correct. Oh, there's gonna be some grumpiness now with that being that take any being one screen from start.
Yeah, but we're seeing Mercs is actually picking up the raft because we're running out of spots. Please.
I think at this point it's gotta be either a raft spot or we're gonna be going back into dungeons to dig items. Because of course that's what it will be.
It's just a white sword.
Did you ask for a vanilla white sword? Because we got a vanilla. That's how you get vanilla white swords.
Well, it's not going to be useful for BBQ.
It would probably dissuade BBQ a little bit from heading back up the mountain. But we do know if BBQ happens to find the recorder, having the Triforce out of 7 can just whistle up there and go the 4 screens.
But BBQ, I think, is going for that mags now. We have 13 hearts.
See, Weepin, give peace a chance and handing you a sword is absolutely what this game does.
Indeed it is. Oh, we're getting to see more of this level 8 now that we have a ladder.
For a few seconds.
More, not all.
Alright, we have BBQ gonna finish out Death Mountain. Might take a little detour to pick up the magical sword.
I like shiny swords. Plus it does a lot of damage.
So, that room could be silvers.
Indeed. But we have a compass. Well, at least the Triforce isn't all the way at the end of one of the points.
Yeah, we won't be able to have the Triforce be bait blocked. I'm sorry to say that, chat. And Mercs doing exactly what you should do. Use potions when you're far into dungeons. Stay alive.
I mean, it saves time from backtracking.
Exactly, and how many runners beat the game and have a red potion?
And that's just a transport right there.
So, I would have considered. Oh, he got a key out of it because he ended up here.
Remind me, what did we say this shape was? Was this our pod racer dungeon, I believe?
This is the pod racer, speeder bike, broken sandal, vulture dragging something, squirrel doing things. BBQ's got mags. Let's go.
You know how yellow this dungeon's looking. I just reminding me that I don't like sand.
Yes, it gets everywhere. And here's the power bracelet in level 8. Alright, magical sword in hand. BBQ's gonna go in here and dig the item out of 7.
Wow, it's back for vengeance.
Has the sword to seek vengeance with.
Wow, also, for level 8, we're able to get some more exploration out of this, but with the power bracelet, that means we have more overworld spots that just opened.
That is correct. I believe we still have one item here in level 8, and Mercs has seen a good chunk of this dungeon. Let's see if we go past the Triforce. Well, just for good measure, the Triforce is ladder blocked as well.
Nothing like reinforcing a ladder block we already know.
Also, our runners have a bit of a key disparity between the two of them.
I guess you can say that's a key difference.
It is.
But we're gonna be able to. We're seeing some ladder shenanigans on Merc's side because obviously it's quicker just to do that than just to take the traditional pathing.
If you go into the Chevy, you're gonna pick up the Triforce. Mercs was going around it.
I mean, yes, we don't want to backtrack in such a long dungeon.
Gonna at least clear out the last 2 rooms up here.
Makes sense.
Or check
Let's
them.
see what we're gonna find. Oh, a mugger.
Anger. Anger is what Mercs is gonna find.
But don't you know anger leads to hate and hate leads to destruction?
Yes. And at this point, I think Mercs would be what we would call a full dark side tilt.
Yeah, looks like this link fell to the dark side.
I do not know the sprite that Mercs plays with, but I'm pretty sure that's not Link.
I thought it was just another link, but...
Oh, K-Tap, hate leads to suffering.
My bad. I mean, Z1R is suffering at the end of the day.
Alright. Triforce out of level 8 for Mercs, and Wand out of level 7 for BBQ.
Okay, that looks like a white mage sprite to me, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. If it's a white mage, crap. We don't mess with white mages, man. Messing with the white mage never leads to anything good.
Yeah, usually you end up with one of those cool red light sword thingies, but not always.
We just get suffering. That is Z1R being over 1 hour.
Nah, suffering is when Z1R gets to 3 hours.
Oh lord, now you're just making me not want to eventually do a seed and set this up. One day I'll have the courage, that's just not today.
All right, BBQ is back into level 8. I think our progression must be that power bracelet or possibly the second item in here. There were some rooms that Mercs did not clear that BBQ is going to have an easier time with due to the magical sword.
Yeah, but with this, BBQ is going to have a lot quicker clear rate on this with having a little more freedom of combat, especially with that heart count.
Yeah, it's this room right here that Mercs just skipped right through. BBQ's like, bombs, I got you, bombs right here. And that is how you get disappointed by a block not pushing, folks.
Yeah, disappointment is just disappointment.
It was, however, a very good clear of that room. And I think our tracker is having shenanigans again. Not our tracker, the person. Oh boy! It's a recorder.
Boy, indeed.
Was that in an open stair? I think that was in an open stair.
Oh no, if that is what's blocking level
That was
3,
in an open stair.
Never mind.
But it's not. Level 3 is toupee.
Yeah, that's a toupee, and this game just likes to prove me wrong as I say something.
Honestly, it's in the programming. It's supposed to do that to us.
The power bracelet is the true friends we made along the way.
The any key is the wow key difference erased.
Indeed. Wait, 9 keys?
Yes.
9?
Yes, and that's the number 9, not 0, just for everyone in chat. Level 9 has been found, Muck Police. That's
all our levels, but it's level 3.
Yeah, no, level 3 is done. That level 3 was our missing level, and level 9 is on the coast.
That was a blink and you miss it level 3.
Absolutely. Quick item, quick Triforce, quick see you later. Mercs on the way to level 9, Triforce of Wisdom in hand.
Well, would you like to tell our folks at home about what we're gonna need for level 9?
Well, Mercs has already done the big part of level 9, which is finding all 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom, but that's not all we need to beat the game. First, we're going to need to get the silver arrows. Now, the silver arrows could be in level 9, could be in level 5, and I think that's about it, actually. Once we have the silver arrows in hand, we are going to look for Ganon, the boss of the game. Now, Ganon will be very loud, so you'll be able to hear Ganon one spot, north, east, south, or west, or where you're at. And right now, Mercs is in level 5. We're going to clean up this dungeon really quick before heading to level 9. I agree with this play. BBQ, on the other hand, has gotten the power bracelet, the recorder, and the Triforce out of level 8. Once the Ganon, the boss of the game, is defeated, the next thing we're going to need to find is the Kidnapped. Now, the Kidnapped will be behind a single shutter door that will not open if Ganon is still alive, or if Ganon has perished, will immediately open upon entry of the room.
But we do not know where these silvers are. Are they in level 9 or are they not? And that's what Mercs is checking too. About our Schrodinger silvers. They have not been observed, so they're either in level 9 or they're in level 9 and they're not in level 9 at the same time.
Exactly. Some good Wizrope combat here by Mercs, finding a staircase, and it is the red ring. So that is not the silvers we want.
That's not
But
silvers.
that does tell us that silvers are at level 9.
Ooh.
And Leslie Pro in chat is correct. It will be the heart container and silvers in level 9. And, ooh, interesting. We have found our letter that says we can buy the potions.
All we just need is a Goma block, and then my dream will be fulfilled tonight. The prophecy will have been fulfilled, and then the world will end.
Okay, so a couple questions in chat. Can 9 have a Dig Dogger locked room? Yes, it is possible that a Dig Dogger could block the path to Ganon or the path to Zelda. Another question, what was the white sword item? It turns out it was just the white sword.
So now that we have time to actually observe this level 9 in action, what is it besides a 60-room monstrosity? I'm taking suggestions, please help.
Thick 9, Chonky 9, Chonk of a
Slime!
9.
We'll just have
A
to go
sloth.
get my Dragon Quest slime plush to go confirm the anatomy.
It could be a slime.
Now it's time to go
BBQ.
watch I Was Reincarnated as a Slime anime! That's in season
It was just
3.
that one time.
It's in season 3. It is genuinely a really good isekai anime. Let's hope people actually understand what the heck I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure at least one person in chat has heard of that show.
I mean, I have to say it's what it's kind of kicked off that genre.
There is the heart container at a level 9, so we are going to get to see what we can only confirm for Mercs will be a full clear of the game.
Well, at least I know what I'm going to be doing after this. I have isekai anime, because it's the anime updates are coming out today and tomorrow.
And Mercs has found the map in level 9. Mercs has all the information. BBQ still searching for level 3.
All the information includes a compass, and we don't got that.
Yeah, but we do know that one of these rooms will contain the kidnapped.
It's just a matter of how long it's going to take to find that room.
And that is absolutely fair. And we have BBQ doing some whistle checks.
Well, unfortunately for BBQ, not the right kind of check we're looking for. But Mercs is going to be building up his lead in this level 9 with the exploration advantage.
Big exploration advantage at this point, and that advantage is only continuing to grow.
Well, we found a kidnapped.
That is correct. 3 is under the power bracelet. Pegleg Greg.
Fortunately, it's going to take BBQ a while to get there. That recorder is being more of a punishment than a benefit.
Yeah, that's the downside to getting both exploration items. Now you've got all of those spots to check, and I believe there are 11 whistle spots on the overworld. Another transport for Mercs. We're taking the transports because that marks off 2 of our staircases, and there's only 6 sets of transports in level 9.
Well, we gotta rule out our transports eventually. The rest is gonna be on foot.
That is absolutely true. And Oh, what a wonderful chute we found. Observation in chat that a dig dogger potentially blocks a staircase in 9. Unfortunately, the dig dogger was blocking a staircase that Mercs came out of.
We got a 94 rupee big secret. That covers the bomb upgrades, but it's going to be too little too late for BBQ.
Nah, this level 9 can still do level 9 things. Look at what's going on now.
Well, it all depends on, is BBQ going to have similar routing or different routing?
Well, at this point, BBQ has to have different routing because Mercs is going to have this 9 almost completely cleared by the time BBQ gets there.
Well, this level 3 is right here.
That's right, and we know it's quick.
Get in, get out, leave. But unfortunately, BBQ cannot just get in, get out, leave, because the Schrodinger Silvers is going to weigh in his mind.
A little. We do see that map was in the top right-hand corner. That's another flag for this tournament that we didn't mention, the Remove Most Open Stairs flag. And there is the any key for barbecue, so key troubles no more. Not that barbecue had any key troubles at all this seed. Mercs checking his map, seeing there is still about 200 rooms left in level 9.
Yeah, but shift over there, and let's see what's gonna go in a moat over here.
And we do have a roar. Will it be one of those you have to go through Ganon's rooms to find the silver seeds?
Well, we're gonna find out eventually.
That is correct. Eventually we will find out.
And as we see on Merc's map, he's making a lot of progress. At this rate, he's gonna full clear this level 9. But
so far,
has hope right now. Just gotta pray to the routing gods. It's a race to the silvers because Merc knows where Zelda and Ganon are.
Yeah, it looks like Zelda is next to Ganon because that door did pop. Maybe the door is supposed to pop because there were no enemies in the room.
Now, we're just gonna see who gets to the silvers first and who has the most information first, because at the end of the day, this is an information game as much as an execution game, but BBQ feels like he has time, but that window of opportunity is closing very slowly.
One room at a time, K-Tap. It's closing one room at a time, and there's the compass. So now I think we can say Mercs has all the information save one piece. Where are the silvers? BBQ into level 9.
Well, it just depends. Is BBQ gonna have the crazy routing luck that he needs to win?
I don't know, but that bomb drop was crazy lucky for Mercs, being down to only one bomb.
Well, I hope that Mercs doesn't have to take the walk of shame, because that's going to be a lot of backtracking and might just provide the window for BBQ to get back in this.
That very well could happen. This 9 is starting to seem a little trolly, like all the walls are made solid, like somebody was paying their contractors properly.
Ganon could pay contractors to make walls solid, but can't soundproof his room. There's something clearly wrong with the contractors. Or did he switch contractors midway through the build?
I'm not sure.
But what I do see is that we're getting more and more level 9 with BBQ having a magical sword and a potion in storage, BBQ has the ability to play a bit more recklessly than Mercs can. Especially with that heart differential.
Yeah, BBQ's making quick work of all of these rooms. And the enemy set in here, though, a little bit better for Mercs because it's not the tough enemy set. It's like the softest one, I think.
Well, that's GG right there.
Well, there's Silvers. Mercs completely in go mode now. Let's see if BBQ is even close to it. I don't think so. Hey, there's Zelda's room. Zelda is not home.
Yeah, I mean, if BBQ went a little down to the right, that would have been... Come on, go down a little more. But unfortunately, that's just how this game is played.
Oh, we've got
popping up.
We've got Mercs making a way to Ganon. BBQ, frantically searching, finds the compass, now knows the location of the kidnapped. Does not have the silver arrows. Oh, Mercs has lost his sword. It's a bubble thing.
Oh, isn't that near Ganon's room?
I think there are blue bubbles up here, somewhere.
So we gotta pray for the blue bubbles, otherwise that's gonna be a pain having to reset just to get your sword benefits back.
Nah, if Mercs is going into Ganon, Mercs has a potion. There it is.
Well, here's Ganon.
Alright, Mercs has the white sword. It will take 8 swings to make the big piggy say uncle, and then 1 silver arrow will seal the deal and produce the bacon crumble that we all desire.
Oh, I prefer barbecue shredded pork over bacon. It's just gonna be a bit burnt.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure that big piggy produces a lot of different things, including shredded pork and bacon.
Well, you also gotta know, well, I think money can be a little more less cautious with fighting with that. Okay, never mind. I was gonna make a remark about how the red ring is bulky, but
no, the red
we're gonna have
red ring helps, but there it is. We have 1 dead Ganon. We just have to find a path to the kidnapped, and Mercs is walking with purpose.
Okay, let me pull up buttons.
Oh no, watch out, K-Tap is looking for buttons to push. Chat,
I'm not
do not let
buttons.
K-Tap push buttons.
I'm just hitting buttons to find other screens.
Alright, BBQ has the path to the kidnapped. Not sure if I think BBQ has heard Ganon, but in the wrong part of level 9 for the silvers.
You gotta admit, BBQ's routing in 9 has just been great. It just, honestly, just is how it works out sometimes.
This will not bomb for Mercs. It was a right-hand staircase by kidnapped Zelda. Is there an entrance from the top of the room? Can Mercs get there to check? Yes, there is a path here. Is it the path? It is the path. There is the door. Ladies and gentlemen, chat, let's get our GGs out for moneymerks, our race winner, with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 58 seconds. Question from Pegleg Greg. Was it 7 he was trudging through for so long? A little bit. BBQ did triple dip level 7.
And only got a wand for his troubles, but was also trying to find that heart container for Mags. Alrighty, let me hit. Okay. We are going to be momentarily joined by the winner of this race, moneymerks. Just gotta give the signal.
Somebody light the Mercs signal. And we are joined by our race winner, moneymerks. GG's, Mercs.
Thank you, thank you. Hello. Guys hear me?
We can hear you. I see who just showed up. DH Stom showed up, so the race can now start.
But GG.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us about the seed.
Room level 9.
It felt slow, especially 9. I thought I was getting smoked there for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the game was pretty neck and neck almost the entire way, I believe.
Yeah,
right up until the end.
And who's tracking?
BB...
Who's tracking? I want to buy them a cup of coffee. I came in and I was 2 Triforces down in 9. They need a cup of coffee right now.
It's not Camion's fault.
It's not Camion.
I'm just teasing. Thank you for tracking. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, no. The tracker program's being really slow. We were told it's being something like 90 seconds to 2 minutes to update every time he clicks.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you should definitely get him a cup of coffee, but only if he wants coffee and only when he wants coffee.
I'm just teasing. No, thank you.
How many shots of espresso would that be?
I like 3 in mine.
I'm just a hot chocolate girly.
Yeah, but BBQ is really good. Me and BBQ actually, we looked it up last night, and we're pretty neck and neck. He got me a lot when I was first starting out running, and we're back and forth ever since. So I mean, he had a bunch of wins really early on me, but me and him have traded back and forth ever since that. I know how good he is. I mean, he just beat Ugandis. So I was walking into this on 2 hours of sleep I'm gonna get smoked tonight.
Well, this is a friendly rivalry I'm seeing, and you did a good job.
Yeah, BBQ. That's my man right there. Thank you.
So, what are your thoughts on some of these bigger levels we saw tonight?
It was. I mean, that 8 I dipped out on, but it was ladder blocked anyway, and I took a couple early deaths. It was just tough combat, some of that stuff, and I mean, it was low hearts, low percent, for a while there, and then the next thing I know, I had 2 rows of hearts. So I mean, it just kind of opened up, but I felt like I was dipping in and out. The only thing I think I really screwed up was I went back into 5, and I thought it was a ladder block, and it was a key block. So that didn't really take. I was maybe in there I don't know, 3-4 minutes I wasted in there, but.
I just thought you were looking for those silvers because we didn't know where they were.
Well, I did, but you needed a key to get into that, which I forget what was 5. I don't even remember what was in there now.
5 was the red ring.
Oh, okay. Well, then it paid off to go get it anyway. But yeah, at one point I went back in there and I didn't have keys, or I wasted the one key I had maybe, and I ended up going through a chute, and then it was a key door I couldn't get through. So that was really the only mistake I really felt I made. And a couple, like I said, a couple early deaths, just low heart, just tough combat stuff. But I don't know. I felt like I played okay.
But honestly, both of your routing was very in sync. There wasn't a lot of diversions.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it back, so I'll see how close we were.
You guys got the wood sword practically simultaneously.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a 5 or 10 second difference. Was nothing.
I wasn't getting bombs for a while in the beginning either. I was
That's
killing.
just how this game goes sometimes.
I'm trying to really get out of the habit, and I think I've kind of kicked it, like of killing a lot of stuff, extra stuff on the overworld. And Shaddy and Crusher and all these guys I talk to every day, like yell at me constantly for that. But I just couldn't pull bombs in the beginning. I really, I hate leaving that one spot up top next to the graveyard, that one bomb spot underneath the push block.
Yep.
I hate leaving that. And like, I just kept trying to get bombs. I don't even think I ended up getting them. I think I left that and went back there at one point.
Oh no, poor BBQ is
Yep.
practically full clearing this 9.
Pretty close. It would be neat to if we can catch a glimmer at the map at an up and A. That would be interesting.
We did. If anyone wants to roll back the clips or tapes.
Yeah, that 9
And
was that 9. That's I don't even were the silvers in the middle. I don't even remember. It was like a weird, like a
right, they were in the far right column.
I think I took all the staircases, or at least 5 of them. I took a lot.
Far right column, and it was the like 6 rows down, so the
Same
row
row as
by the
Zelda.
key.
Mm.
Same
Yeah.
Zelda row, just a lot further out in column wise.
I definitely checked a lot in there. And like the only thing I missed that I knew where it was because I only missed one thing was that whistle in 8. It was under. It had to be under that wizard room because I think I full cleared 8 except that room.
It was not.
Oh no, I must have missed that then. It was somewhere in it.
There was a room that had an open staircase. Actually, it was
Really?
you went south into it, and I think you just missed going south into the room.
I'll tell you what. Maybe that paid off for me because
It did
saved me. Yeah, it saved me checking all those spots.
BBQ spent a little time going to whistle for some of these spots, but was punished.
Gotcha. Yeah, that might
Yep,
have paid
but
off.
BBQ not being punished now. Ganon is defeated, and I think BBQ has multiple paths to the kidnapped.
That was the other mistake I made. I know when I popped in before I came in here, I was trying to bomb through a couple walls to get to Zelda. I was just seeing if there was like a quicker way there, but I had to go up and around. That was minor. Though.
I think there's a direct staircase.
Yep, I think there's a staircase, and I'll just take in the Zelda right now.
Yeah, there was definitely a bottom and top door because I had it marked off.
Yeah, and BBQ saw both of them. Yeah, staircase right to her. Chat, let's get our GGs out for BBQ, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Oh, that's not too bad of a difference. Especially with having to full clear that level 9.
There's my boy.
And we are joined by our race runner-up, BBQdotgov. BBQ, GGs.
Hey, everybody. GG's, Mercs. Really well done.
Yeah, GG BBQ. You're always. I gave you your accolades already, man. Like we're always me and you. I'll put it to you like this: me and BBQ. I think I've closed the skill gap since I first started. Our last race before this, I beat him by 1 second, literally 1 second.
1 second.
1 second.
And I said he was going to come out with a vengeance because of that tonight. So that even even more scared.
No.
But he's always a good competitor, though. I mean, like I said, we're pretty neck and neck at this point, I think.
Yeah, no, great job, Mercs. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I knew when we had the 1 second finish the other day, I was like, well, this is going to be close no matter what. So,
but Ugandis beat Shaddy, and then you beat Ugandis. So I'm like, I told Shaddy today, I was like, well, I guess I have to beat BBQ now to even everything out.
Yeah, I think we're all going to finish with the same record at this rate.
That's an interesting.
I don't know. Then time differential comes into play. But BBQ, how did you feel about almost full clearing that level 9 of 60 room monstrosity?
Well, I have good news. We know there are exactly 60 rooms because I went and I checked. I literally saw all of them, all 60. That 9 was just atrocious, and it's just annoying that the silvers were so close to start, and it was just you had to get past those 2 red bubble rooms, and I just put that off because reasons.
If it makes you feel if it makes you feel any better, I literally did the exact same thing you probably did. I cleared all of level 9 except that right corner until the end.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just, but I don't think that's what the biggest time difference is. I sunk a lot of time into level 7 when I really didn't need to. I was just convinced that, I didn't want to go back to 8, and I was just convinced, well, 7, if I'm right, that 7 has the overall blocking item that gets me to 3, then I'm golden, but it just didn't pan out. And I saw pretty much every room in 7 too, so... Yeah, I made some decisions earlier on that kind of put me behind the 8 ball, and the more I went through level 9 and kept finding stairs instead of items, I was just like, well, Merc's gonna finish any minute now, and sure enough,
I felt the same way though. I really did. I don't remember how bad my
BBQ. If it makes you feel any better, your routing was very much in sync. There wasn't too much divergence until you stuck around to full clear that 7 and check those recorder spots.
Yeah, that was just I talked myself into full clearing 7 because it was just so out of the way, and I didn't have a recorder yet. So I was just like, when am I going to get back up here if I have to double dip this? Let's just suck it up and get it done now and never come back. And that was probably the wrong decision.
Well, you just unfortunately I guess had the worst route of 7, because I think Mercs was in there for like
Less
3
than
minutes
5
and
minutes.
had everything.
Yeah, and I was convinced that one Wizrobe room that I died to a couple times before I got mags, I was like, oh well, this stinks to high heaven. This has to be where the item was, and it wasn't. It was a room right off the transport that I abandoned that I didn't check before I went through the transport. So, yeah,
I felt like that about 6 because I hit 6 first, I believe, and I was like, I don't want to come back here if I don't have to, and it ended up being a boomerang. I definitely spent a little time in there.
I did too. I died at least once in the Triforce room, and I died at least once in the room right above it that I thought was going to be the item room.
Yeah, these dungeons definitely weren't free. I was taking early deaths too. I'm not sure what I ended up with, but I definitely died a couple times.
Yeah, it was. I died too many. Too many is the answer.
No, me too. I probably died about as much as you. I don't know, but I definitely took that.
BBQ, you died 7 times. Your screen tells us.
Yeah, that's too. The combat was roughish in this one, but yeah.
I died 7 also. So
hey, see, we're evenly matched. Look at this.
I told you. I mean, like I said,
look at us.
I've been playing you. Well, I was saying it before you came in here. Rex looked it up last night, and I think we were 16-10 against each other. But 5 of the ones you had on me were like when I first started, and we're just like neck and neck ever since that. So.
Yeah, I knew. There's not an easy match anywhere in our group, but
there isn't. We have a solid group.
We really do. But I knew the match against you was going to be super tight because you've really turned into a really good player. You've put in the time and you put in the effort, and it shows. And so I knew I had to play well and get a little bit lucky. And yeah, that just kind of didn't happen tonight, but I'm glad the gap wasn't too big, so that'll help if we get to tiebreakers.
Yeah, I feel like I broke the curse too because I have not been doing good on these flags, just practicing and stuff. And I'm at work when you guys TTP, so like I was expecting like a 150, so I was pleasantly pleased to get what I got.
I mean, the more I saw a 9, the more I thought, I was like, am I going to have 145? Are the silvers really in 5? And then, but I'm with you. I've been a lot of these seeds I have felt like have been chain reactions or ones that I end up full clearing a lot of stuff. And then I see people, like Uganda's beat Shaddy and put up a 104. And I'm just like, oh, God.
Yeah,
okay, so that's how you do it.
You want to talk about players that have improved. I mean, Uganda's is like becoming like a GOAT lately. I mean,
yeah. Oh my gosh,
he's really good.
Yeah, I do not know how I won last night's race. I need to go back and watch it. But yeah, I do not know how I won that race.
Somebody
speaking
took a
of
wrong
races-
turn, but it's spectacle. Go ahead, K-Tap.
So speaking of races, currently looking at the schedule for tomorrow, we only have 2 races. We have a 10:15 tomorrow for Chest Jerk and Vincent 246, and we have an 11 p.m. race of Special K versus Brewers Van JP. So keep an eye out in case the schedule changes. It's a pretty light load tomorrow.
I just want to say thank you guys for comms, and obviously I was teasing about the tracking when I was making the joke, but I appreciate everybody. Thank you, and Rick and everybody putting this on.
Yeah, here. So, thanks for staying up late and hanging out with us and watching us bounce around the overworld. Thanks for tracking and comms and all the setup and everything. Always fun to get a match restreamed, and especially one like this where Mercs and I can duke it out. It was a ton of fun.
Well, thank you for coming out here and racing. And I just remembered, chat wanted me to ask you one thing. You turned down the magical boomerang, but then picked up the wooden boomerang. So I'm supposed to ask you about that.
Yeah, no, there's no rhyme or reason behind that. I saw the magical one, and I was like, nope. The regular boomerang was in 6, and I think at that point that was just frustration. I had spent so much time in there. I was like, no, I am not leaving empty-handed. I will get something, even if it's crap.
That's why I won, because I turned down both of them. That's
the right strategy.
All right. I think I'm out of questions. K-Tap, any further questions for our runners?
Nope. Besides, my questions about that monstrosity of level 9 have been answered, and can have some words sent to it.
It's all good. Let me remind everybody, if you haven't already, please give these runners a follow. What an excellent race we had tonight. It really just a few different decisions, and we could have had simultaneous walking into the kidnaps room. And wow, would that have been fun for the admins.
Yeah, that would have been fun for us too.
And shout out Next Gen Gang. Let's go.
Yeah, here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, I think that's going to bring us to a close of tonight's race between BBQ.gov and moneymerks. This was the SGL 2024 Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. Mercs coming away with the victory tonight. I would like to shout out Speedgaming. Thank you, Speedgaming, for allowing us to restream these games on your channels. Without Speedgaming letting us restream these games on your channels, you're just going to be listening to me and K-Tap talk about anime or legal stuff. I don't know. Thank you to our runners who have both departed for racing for us tonight. Thank you to Cami and Rinikai for coming out and tracking for us tonight. Cami, and thank you not only for tracking, but for putting up with the hair pulling that was the tracker tonight. And I also want to say thank you to K-Tap for joining me here in the booth. Without you here beside me, the chat would have just been listening to me to ramble on and on and on and on.
Well, if it wasn't that, you would have been fixing the screens the entire time.
Well, I think an Adirondack Rick snuck in and fixed the screens for me, but that was
I didn't even know he was here.
Great stuff there. And I have been JXV Adam on behalf of the runners and the commentary crew. I would like to say thank you all for joining us here in Hyrule, and we